Hey everyone, Happy New Year's. I think it's New Year's. Is it New Year's? What's today? Sunday? Today's Sunday. Wait, no, tomorrow's Sunday. So Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's. We're going to finish the bed. Big hope. You know what? I'm not gonna bore you with a lot of details. Let's just get into this video, okay? Let's do this. All right, here we have the other part of the bed frame and the wood that will be, well, let me get this in and I'll show you. Here we have the bed frame, the actual bed frame. We're sitting on the bench here, looking opposite, and now you can kind of see how it works. I don't want to pull it down too far because I don't have the Murphy bed brackets completely locked into place, so I don't want it coming out. This is it. And it'll come down and rest on the bench. When the bed goes back up, we're not going to do this in this video, but this side here, I've mentioned it several times, but now we have something to actually look at. There will be a table that folds down off the bottom of it. And then when I want to go to sleep, I just pull it down. No, like I said, I don't want to pull it all the way down because it's not screwed into place yet, but yep, that's it. Like I said, let's get into it. All right, so we get the first cut done. I'm gonna show you that. I've got to make a few more cuts to this same board. Let me show you where, and then I'm gonna cut one more board. I'll show you. So here we have the first board cut, but you notice I've got this gap right here. Well, that's because you see at that end, this little square blocking the board, so I gotta notch it out. But before I notch it out, I'm gonna shorten that section, come in more. I've already taken this side off. I'm about to make a cut, as you can see there. So it'll go from here to there, giving me a little bit more foot room and headroom in my width. And then I'll notch out the board to come around, so it'll be flush all there. And then after I do that, slide this over, and then I can cut my other board. My other board is going to overhang this frame and come a little bit further, closer to the wall. It'll open up, avoiding hitting any parts of the wall or the ceiling. I've measured it, and the entire width is 52 inches. My current feet is 63. Since I am 6'2", I need a little bit more headroom. So I'm able to fix that. We come down here to the door. So I'm going to build a shelf right over the speaker. The speaker will still stay open to the elements, but I'll have a shelf, and that shelf will match the level of the mattress. That way, when I go to cut my mattress, I can cut small strips to put on top of the shelf on both doors. So when I close the door, put down the bed at night, it gives me the extra inches that I needed to lay my head on. So this is where the mattress ends here. But when it comes down, I'll have from here all the way to the door. That's almost another 12 inches. Headspace, people. Headspace. All right, so let's get back into this build. And just like that, we're back. Change of plans. We're talking about this here and shortening up the length to give me a little bit more width on the mattress so my head and feet aren't hitting this. We're getting rid of this completely, and here's why. A couple of reasons. So it's going from here to here, but you notice I still have the bracket here. Well, that's because my Allen wrench is stripped out. The bolt isn't, the wrench is. So I started to try to see if I can just hammer it to get it closer. And then I started thinking, well, what is this really serving purpose for? Well, I thought it was bracing this. The reason I say I thought is because this section of the bed, I've said it many times in other videos, my cousin made this. When I was at Gutted, he was working on this. It was meant to support this back section here from, I guess, falling over. And the reason this back section is here is so when the bed is upright, the mattress isn't falling down. This is to stop the mattress from falling. So I don't need this moving, is what I'm getting at. Well, I still have these little brackets here holding it in place. I think that's all I need. That'll give me way more room here for my head, because essentially my head would have had to stop here. Now it can go here, giving me a lot more room to toss and turn at night. All right, I gotta make a trip to the hardware store, get me a new Allen wrench. I gotta also change my oil, so. All right, let's go to the store. All right, so currently we're working on the sidewall of the bed frame. We've already cut 2 of the boards. The one that's going on the outside, I didn't have, well, I'll show you here in a second. Wait, so yeah, we've cut 2. We got the outside and then the inside. Here's the board going on the inside of the bed frame. And that will go flush here all the way down to the Murphy bed mechanism. And here is the second piece, the outer wall section. So there you go. Options, we're gonna either trim this entire section up here, or I'll put some veneer strips on these edges here of the wood to dress it up and paint these black, the aluminum framing that's showing. Originally, I wanted to order black because I figured something like this would happen, but I can spray paint it and then put LED light strips inside, which that's kind of where I'm leaning because I'm using LED strip lights throughout the entire van. I still got some time before we get there. What I was gonna show you here is I didn't go all the way down. I wanted to leave it exposed so it has some ventilation because the front of this is all gonna get covered up. So I just wanted to have that there. And then this dead space here, you're wondering, well, what a waste of space. Not really. I'm gonna put some hooks here and I should be able to hang my electric skateboard that y'all have seen me on a few times throughout the past year. That'll hang right there. I think it'll fit. That's where we're at. I'm gonna show you guys me cutting this next wall. That's also the closet wall. I guess I can show you how I came to cut this the easiest way. So what you need are 3 things: tape, pencil, and a measuring tape, which is over there. So how I'm measuring my walls, get the curve, these side walls form up with the curve of the van here. I'm gonna take this tape and I'm gonna run it from the top of where the wall is gonna start, the side wall, all the way down to where it will end. And of course I left my measuring tape. Oh, in case you're wondering, what am I scooting on? My mattress came in. Let me show you. We have a mattress and I've already been sleeping on it for the last 2 nights. I gotta sleep on it at an angle, otherwise my feet or my head, depending on what end I'm sleeping on, will fall off. As you can see, there's quite the gap, but we're fixing that. I've mentioned it before. We're gonna build a shelf right over these speakers And that way when the door closes, it'll butt up against here, and I can put the rest of the mattress that I cut, we'll cut that, stick it on top of the shelf, close the door, and like I said, then all of this space here will have mattress. So my feet or my head, depending on what side I want to sleep on. But all right, let's get back to measuring. Time to go check some of my measurements. I'm doubting myself. Other wall is in, not permanently at the moment. I have all the cuts made, fine-tuned. I've shown you in the past when I've done this closet, if you look closely, you see this black seal? Well, I have one to put here too, and on this side too. This wall's taken out. But before I do that, I need to take this back out, put the linseed oil on it, on this piece, the two pieces that I cut over here, and I need to go ahead and do the linseed oil on my platform for the bed. That way it's protected. I do have a Dendri. It's not the brand Dendri coming to go between the board and the mattress. It's another brand. I believe it's called Hyperflow. I'll link it down below. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that out and I'm gonna put the linseed oil on all of this and then let it dry. I'll probably do 2 to 3 coats. And while that's drying, I need to go to the hardware store to get some 1 1/4 inch diameter pieces of wood, kind of like the diameter of this aluminum framing, because I want to make sure that my walls don't have screws showing on the outside. I want it to look clean, and enable for me to do that, instead of screwing into this, I'll be able to screw that in from here, then put the board up, and then I can use a brad nailer to attach the wall to those strips of wood, and then wood fill the brad nail holes like I did with that closet over there. I don't want any screw holes showing. And screw holes, I could easily screw it in and use wood filler, but then the wood filler would show more than it does with the brad nail holes. I want it to look clean, folks. If we're gonna get dirty on the outside, we wanna stay clean on the inside. All right, let's hop to it. All right, it's a new day. Let's see if we can get this damn bed finished. Still gotta make the shelf to have to set things on when the bed is down, and the cabinet door facings by the floor. Hopefully we can get that done today. It's already like 3 p.m. I've been running errands all day, picking up materials. But as you can see, the van is a mess. So we're gonna kind of do a time lapse real quick, clear this out so I can have a proper working area, space, the final frontier. All right, let's get into this. right, so this wall is officially in, and I figured out what I'm gonna do here. Instead of putting my lights in here, I'm gonna go ahead and put some trim over this to hide it all. I can't really see using lights in here when, well, yeah, I'll show you later. I'm not gonna get into all that. Lights are another video. So yeah, this is gonna have trim over it. I will have lights probably on the bottom side of the bed when it's up. I know I'm gonna have lights up here for when the bed is down. I'm just gonna go ahead and face all of this all the way down. And I'm going to have lights in here along the floor on both sides. So we'll have those two. And then I'll have lights up there. So no lights running on the side here. So this will all get covered up. So yep, these two are in. Now we gotta put that one in permanently. And here is the weather stripping that I put along the edge to clean it up. Just like I did with the closet. It's this stuff right here. My cousin showed me that little trick and I like it. All right, back to it. Voila. All right, we finished the bed. Somewhat. There's still some, you know what? Let me show you. Let me show you what we've done, and let me show you what we still have to do. The have to do's will happen in another video. This video is long enough as it is already. All right, so let me show you. So as I said already, this is the bottom of the bed. The bed is in its upright position. I said earlier in the video, we're not going to do this section in this video because this is going to be the table. Let me get back here. We got the bench. Here's the bed. Table will come down in another video. I was hoping to get these door facings on in this video, but I'll go ahead and tell you this. This video started before the new year, before Christmas, and it's after Christmas. It's the new year. I've had to stop and pause and do a work trip. Actually, I've done 2 work trips since the beginning of this video. This will get done probably in the next video, you know, fingers crossed. But that's pretty much it. I need to put a wall divider here, and then this will be a door for the clothes hamper. I still have to enclose all of this, and then we're gonna close this up. Now, before I had mentioned that I left this side wall open for ventilation, I think what I'm gonna do is take some cane webbing like I did with my closet, and put it on this door too. We'll see, because I still want to do cane webbing on the front of this bench too, just for aesthetic purposes. All right, so now let me show you what I have done, and then we'll end this video. So we have a bed. We've got this side wall over here put on, this one behind me. We even got a little makeshift shelf for when the bed is down. I still have to make a door. That will be the clothes hamper, another access hole point for it. But that is it, folks. We have a bed. No more sleeping on the floor. Now we've got about 3 weeks until Schoolie-palooza. I don't know how much more I'm gonna get done before Schoolie. I'm hoping I can get the closet done, the rest of the trim, the doors around the bed, maybe get my propane tank and my propane heater installed, and my new propane water heater, because we're still dealing with the electric one out here. I don't like it. Propane. Folks, propane. That is it. This is what we got done. That's what we have to look forward to. We got 3 weeks. I know I'm still going to try to pump out another 2 work trips, so I really only have about a week to work on the van. Not a whole lot of time. All right, folks, so that's going to be it for now. I will see you next week. Hopefully we have more done. I don't know. There's so many little odds and ends to do. Still got to do the trim, still have to do the lights, my perimeter lights. Oh, that video is going to be a good one. Perimeter lighting. Look for that one. All right, enough rambling. You know what time it is. You know how we do this. Peace.